Well, here we are, once again, to play Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm your host, or more importantly, your daddy. Here to teach you about how to deck build, maybe? How to play the game. Are you new? Are you new to Magic the Gathering Arena? Well, it's quite the game. The tutorials will help you a little bit, but you might have questions. You might be wondering, what is this game? And I'll be here to guide you. Today we're just going to chill. We're going to look at some decks, import some decks. I'll show you how to use Untapped GG to build decks and scour your collection. It's very easy, much easier than sorting through cards and paper. And Arena is good for that, rather than bulky cards that you have to carry around in boxes and folders. And some people love it. Some people love the smell of cardboard. However, I prefer the smell of blood. Yes, indeed. So, if you're like me, I welcome you. So, what we're going to do seriously is we're going to look at some Untapped GG sorting and the ability to kind of have it scan your collection. It takes an inventory and then it compiles a deck list that are craftable, and the ones that aren't craftable you can still make replacements. It's a really good resource. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just chilling, kind of polishing up my collection, importing decks, just so I have a wider variety of things to play based on the collection I have. So let's get over there and take a look. So here we are. Let me move my face. For now, I'll just shut it off. Okay. So here's the collection I currently have of playable decks. The way I sort is I make it easy to see the format. So I've recently been importing some Pioneer decks just to have a good collection. Since I've been playing for so long, Magic the Gathering allow me to show you my collection of packs and when I started. I do this in order to track all of the sets. I keep one pack unopened of every set since the beginning of time. So I started this game way back in Ixalan. Very fun set. And then of course they have all these, rivals. And then Dominaria, core sets. And going up through the history of Magic, they started adding these packs. And some Innistrad super packs. Anyways, one pack of each. That way I can keep track of where I've been. And we don't have to go through them all. But as you can see, the last set was Edge of Eternities. We've got an Alchemy pack there as well. So when I look at my decks, some I've played more than others, or some formats I played more than others, and Pioneer is one of those sets that I have many cards available. So I've got a mono blue deck, a green white deck, a blue red deck, and a mono black deck for Pioneer so far. Alchemy, I wanted to get a few of these, so I've got 3 decks that I was able to build. I've got a few Brawl decks, which just puts the name of the Brawl commander. These are Historic Brawl, and I have 1 Standard Brawl. And I get another, where's my other one? Oh, I got down here, my Minsk and Boo deck as well for Brawl. And then when it goes over to Standard, I've got, maybe I should change the formatting here just to make it consistent. So STD, otherwise known as Go to a Doctor, or Standard. Best of 1, Best of 3, and it's discard. For the discard aggro brew of my own, it got me to Mythic, so we have to favorite that deck. I don't remember how to favorite decks though. Let's see. Enter. I love you. Did I unfavorite it? Oh yeah, there it is. So that's the deck that got me to Mythic, so I will definitely favorite it. Favorite it. Favorite it. Favorite. I'll put it in my favorites. So, standard brawl. This is a best of 1 version, which I probably will never play, so let's just delete it. Mono red, best of 1. I don't even know what format this is, so I'm going to delete it. You always start over. Oh, no, that's a good one. What format is it, though? Let's find out. Let us find out. This format is this button. Oh, historic. Okay, cool. So this is HST 301 red. Guess you don't have to say mono red if the deck is red, but you know how that works. Okay, so done. All right, we have our format consistent. What other decks do we need to fix? Alchemy. I have 2 alchemy decks, 3 alchemy decks. A red one, a goblin one, and a bats one. We have historic fish sticks. Boros standard, best of 3. I was working on this deck. I felt like so many other Boros decks were better, but this is based on the cards that I own, and I just kind of did my best. Not super tight, but it's okay. SPD. Best of 3. Boros. What do we want to call it? Let's say red white. You can kind of see what that is, so I don't know if that's a good name. Sort of aggro, mid-rangey. We can find a better name for it. What's a good name for this deck? Azeret's kind of a cool character. We're going to call it Room because it has a lot of a reasonable amount of start your engines. We'll name it that. The sideboard that's pretty cool, pretty okay. It just didn't have a super strong win rate, and I wasn't climbing. That's why I made the mono black discard deck. But I did enjoy playing this. It's just not. It's medium amounts of fun, I suppose. Okay, so what else do we need to clean up? So far, those look like I'm following my formatting, and we'll see what else we can pull in. But that's just the MTGA side. It's not any other sort of There's not really any other sort of thingy, but let me pull in. How do I do that? Let me pull over the oh, actually, let's finish cleaning this side up and then we'll pull in new decks. All right, so the other thing that I do is I go into the deck. This is just for funsies. And this is a historic mono blue, so I will change my avatar over to my favorite blue planeswalker, Kiora. We'll change the companion to a fish, and that makes thematic sense. And we will change the sleeves as well. I believe there's a Kiora sleeve that I enjoy using, so we'll find her. Fish Mommy. Where's Fish Mommy? There she is. Tentacle, the mother of tentacles. All right, we're in. So that is the deck cosmetics that follow along. And there's the deck. Cool. All right, so we will go back. There's an exit. And now we have cool sleeves. Everything's set there. Actually, check one last thing. I like, that's a really cool. We like to find the best art or the art we really enjoy, and we will put that as our deck box cover. Why isn't it changing my basic land? Oh, because I'm using snow lands in this deck. I don't know why, but there's got to be a reason. Oh, for Faceless Haven, clearly. You drag a card into the area. I don't really see. I don't even know what this card is. Is that the it's cool, but it's not cool enough. What's the coolest looking card in this deck? I'm honestly not very impressed. Maybe we can get Kiora on the cover here. Let's see, Kiora. Kiora? Okay, we're going to sneak this in, only to put it on the deck box, and then sneak it out. Hey. So you can use any art in the game that you want to as your deck box. I feel like that's pretty sweet. So now we're done. Usually I use the mana symbols, but sometimes it's cool to use an actual, like in this case, we can open this. All right, so that one has the correct things. I like this one. Let's change this one. I'll take Liliana out of it. And we'll find a cool Celestia card. So avatars, we'll go, this is angels, so we'll find an angel. Green, white angels. Do we have any angel avatars? I don't know. Angelic avatars. We really don't. It's a shame. That is a shame. This is a Celestia card, so I guess we'll use this one. She looks angelic, but I don't think she is. I believe this card is a green-white card. I know what she. Oh no, Elspeth is not a green-white card. She's white, mono-white. Alright, we'll use Tristani, only because it's the only green-white avatar that I seem to own. We'll put in the appropriate green-white. Probably the wolf, but not very angelic. That's kind of an angelic looking pup. don't really have an appropriate rustic construct. I suppose that has wings and it's greenish. We'll use that. Why not? Why not? And lastly, the sleeves. We will try something. We just go with that one. We'll hold that. I do believe I have some cool angel sleeves. I would really hope I do. That's really not more of an artifact one, but we'll see. Angels, angels, angels. I suppose that's the best one. I do like the wings that sprout. That's kind of sweet. Next. Yeah. We'll use that one. Alright, so that is my styles. And we're done. Alright, what else do we got that we haven't cleaned up? We've got angels now. That's correct. This is correct. That one's good. Phoenix, we need and clean this one up. We're just doing cosmetics and kind of theming out the decks to make them look good. This one is Phoenix, which is a red-white card. That's probably Aurelia, probably solid. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I was thinking of something else. We should put her on the Boros deck, to be honest. I don't even remember what I have on the Boros deck. Let's redo that. Red-white, so is it sort of things? There might be a red-white. I don't own. I'm sorry, red-blue. Jeez. The random wanderer, but he's not red blue either. That's the wandering emperor. I don't really have much to use, so I guess I could use Karn as the neutral observer. I won't have any 5-color decks. I really do not like playing a 5-color mana base. Just not my style of Magic. I don't find enjoyment in it. So I'll never use Karn otherwise. So I'll put him in just because I have no other choice. Red blue. We have not much. Since we have Karn as the avatar, demonic, rustic, angelic. Oh, there's an angelic construct. I guess I can use that for the angels. Mixed cowl. seems fine. And last but not least, red, blue, blue. Anything else? Do this. Kind of neat. Just too boring. It looks super cool. Pretty neat. I don't know if it symbolizes red-blue enough. Yeah, I'll go with this. All right. That one's complete. What was the other one we were looking at? Yeah, I don't remember what avatar we put for this. Oh yeah, we're gonna put the angelic companion. Makes more sense. All right, complete. Alchemy, best of one, red. I usually use Jaya on these, but in this case, I will use Chandra. Elemental Cat. That looks fun. Sleeve. We have a Chandra sleeve. Fiery one. Oops. Probably use that one since it's a flaming good animation. Looks pretty cool. Anything else? That one's pretty cool too. We'll use that for something else. Alright, we're good here. Bats. Moving on to bats, we will it says white and black. Silver Quail. I don't remember what. He looks pretty cool though. Asterion. He's a vampire. Let's use Asterion. Or we could use our buddy Sephiroth with white and black. I think we'll use Asterion just because I have never used him. So let's try that. A bat seems appropriate. I don't know if I have any bat sleeves. Let's find out. You can also use the Orzhov one. I'm sure I have. May have already passed it. I'm positive I have an Orzhov sleeve, but let's just double check. So that is blue black. That's the one. Alright, so we'll use that sleeve. Are we happy with those? Just double check our companions. A white bat. That's kind of cool. I like his pink eyes. We'll do that. And then we'll change the mana symbol up. We could use this to indicate it's a Orzhov deck, or there might be some really cool art that we like better. Fiendish Panda. Kind of boring. What other cool... There's a cool planeswalker. Apparently not. Looks pretty cool. Alright, Blast Styles. And we're done with that one. Okay, so now moving on. Keeps rearranging the decks, that's annoying. Mono white, and we're not going to use that. So this one is like a knight, kind of a knights. This is a brawl deck, but still we're going to clean it up. I'm going to always put the brawl commander on the sleeve, which is fine. But we need to make this mono white. So probably a Ajani or Elspeth. Elspeth's pretty cool. This is soldiers and so we could either use the angelic construct or something different. I typically don't use dogs because they whimper and whine as part of their aesthetic, and I don't like that in the game. It just kind of grates on me. That's why I never use dogs. If they just made the dog breathing or hanging out, but it whines the whole time, I do not appreciate dogs in distress, so we're not going to do that. We could use an owl, of course. Although it has sort of a night owl that's a Nyx aesthetic there. I don't really like the purple. The noble, sure, that seems fine. Just something different. We have plenty of sleeves that will work for this. This is mono white, it's kind of soldiery. Soldiers, warriors, and jumping out at me. Kind of cool. Just arena sleeves. Probably this one. All right. Better card box. So red blue card box with Phoenix. Why is Rao a otter when Rao should be a dude? Did he transform somehow into an otter and I missed it in the lore? Perhaps. Gotta be a red green angel here somewhere. What's the best Sigarda art? Do we like this one or do we like this one? See how it looks on the box. And that's fine. It's obvious. And this is a mono red, so we'll use the other Chandra we haven't used yet. Where's she at? That one. Rental cat. And I know there's a Chandra we didn't use recently. She just kind of looks angry. Where's she at? Angry Chandra. Maybe here's this one down here too. She looked peeved. Where's the peeved Chandra? Lightning bolt looks pretty cool. Where I had her in a sleeve. What? Was the goggles on? Why am I missing her? Perhaps I was mistaken. Seems that I was mistaken. Try something new. Skin boo. That's red and green. I do not have any red-green avatars that I'm aware of. This guy red-green. The bat. No. Let's see. The dog. Loud. Infrared core. It looks good, but doesn't fit the aesthetics of this deck at all. Pretty rough here. No hamsters. It's kind of a rough one. Bay fox. Gosh, if it wasn't a dog, I would take it. But it really doesn't work for me, so let's go with... card sleeves. I know we have something that will work. In a pinch, we could do this one. The red and green. Anything better? Anything better? Minskin Boo. Red green aesthetics. Nope. So we'll just do this one, which is a Groll symbol. That looks good. Buy these styles. And we're done there. Right. Standard best of one life. That's pretty boring. Seems appropriate. Resplendent Angel is pretty cool. I think it's brighter too. I like this one better. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, what else are we doing? Brawl, Mono Black. I guess the only other things we could pull in cooler art than just the mana symbol. I like it, but it's not really as cool as I want it to be. But I think we've done enough for now with cleaning up these cards and the set. So this is my collection. These are default decks down here that they just give you when you start. And we're not going to worry about those right now. So let me bring you offline. What the hell? Hold on, let me refresh this. What's going on? My stream died? No, it didn't die. All right, let me bring this over here and see if we can figure it out. Okay. Let me add my screen here. Let's see. Display capture. It works. All right. So this is the Untapped application or the website once you get to your collection. And this is how you organize this. So I'm currently in Pioneer. I pulled in Alchemy decks. The only thing I haven't pulled in is Timeless. So let's see if we even have any Timeless decks. So I'll sort by Timeless. Take the second update. We'll just do best of one in the formats that I'm not really familiar with. And it looks like craftable and playable, I have a single deck. I have Rakdos Aggro, a 60% win rate in the format. I've played this deck before, but sadly it's the only one I can build. Craftable and playable with the wild cards that I have. Since I don't require any wild cards, we will build it just to have a timeless deck. I have my suspicions that it will do anything good, so we'll just import it. And now that we did that, we will close this, and we will import the deck. We'll look for it on the list. See it. Range. Rakdos Aggro. Ah, sorry. Okay, we will rename this Timeless. I'm only using 3 letters, so we'll call it Tim, B01, red. Any other cool ones? Lightning Bolt is cool, but I think we'll use something different. I like the look of it. I think it's a sliver, but that's okay. It just looks cool and violent. I like the look. All right, so back to Untapped. I minimized it. Now I don't know where it is. Okay, so that's the only timeless deck we can build. So there's no point in really searching. I knew I wouldn't have a lot of timeless. Historic Brawl, for some reason there's not Standard Brawl in Untapped. Maybe it's an update that they haven't done yet. I just don't know. So those look like a good amount of decks to be imported. So from here we will go, let's see. Go to my profile and see what this looks like. Here's my profile, my long climb up to Mythic. Little dip there, and then up into Mythic finally. Stats for this deck are not really impressive. My overall win rate is just over 50%. So I am the classic mediocre player, but I do play a lot of new decks and experiment with things and have fun, so I'm not really concerned about a win rate. My goal is to try new things and have some fun and play decks that I am interested in playing and they seem fun to me. I don't always look at win rates or win percentages, and I'm not really a tryhard. And no shade on those people who do want to win more than they lose. There's not a lot of time in the day if you want to gain resources and things. Winning is obviously better to explore your collection, and that helps you to get more cards. But for me, having fun is primary. So a lot of the decks that I have here, you'll see, do not have a fantastic win rate. I played best of one, this discard aversion, to a 60%, and then I created a best of three version because I was having more fun in best of three. Best of three is not for the faint of heart because sideboarding can be very... sideboarding is a concept that if you're not familiar with the game, it can be a little bit difficult, but the idea is when you have a matchup that doesn't favor your main deck, or that you need, you want to modify your deck, you put 15 cards on the side, and you are able to swap the cards in, take out the cards that are weak in the matchup, and put cards that will improve your chances of winning. And you swap those in and continue to play the match. So game one is without sideboard. Then you assess the opponent's deck and assess your deck's weaknesses against that deck. And then you improve it and are able to play the last two matches, if it goes that far, with the new cards. You again, on game three, you get to re-sideboard, so you can make adjustments. And there are a lot of people that make sideboard guides to give you an idea of what they're looking at and what they take out, what they put in. Doing a little bit of pre-planning makes it easier and quicker to sideboard. If you're doing it on the fly like I do, it can be a little bit challenging. if you don't kind of have a plan ahead of time. You should know your deck, know your opponent's deck. The more you play, the more you'll get the feel of what your opponents are doing. Every now and then you'll find a rogue deck or something you aren't familiar with, and you've got to just do your best. So you sideboard generally, like I need more removal, or I need an ability to stop this thing. So usually it's things like that. Spells that let you interact more with the opponent's deck in a way that will be beneficial for you. So this mono red burn, that's a Pioneer deck. I got to 62% with it, quite a few games. Boros Standard, as I said, just didn't really feel it. It wasn't powerful enough for the format, but it was still fun, but didn't look like a good win rate. Fish Sticks is a pet deck of mine, and I cannot win with it. Yes, it's in Historic, and I just get rocked. And I built it as a tempo interaction deck, but I don't know if it just feels like I'm not drawing what I need when I need it. I'm getting wrecked constantly. It's kind of sad because it is a deck that I am fond of, and it is not fond of me. Hello, Grotlik, how are you? Welcome. Boros, the same version of the Boros here with the best of one version, not doing very much better. Got worse when I went best of three, honestly. Revived mono blue, I tried it and I don't have the cards, so I'm going to hide this deck. Get out of here. We're going to throw it in the trash. I deleted it from my collection and I just don't have the cards, so no point in putting it here. Best of one life is just getting rocked in best of one standard, kind of boring, so I got tired of playing it, but I only played 3 games. Didn't feel good, didn't feel right. Mono white life gain and Historic. I don't even know if I still have that deck, so I'm going to hide it or trash it. I'm going to trash this one too. I think I can trash it. If I play it, I think it'll update, but for now, let's trash it. Mono Black Demons, I had a few different versions, and it only did okay. I think I was on this one, the standard BO3 Demons. So we're gonna get rid of this one. 12 and 12, so 50%, and then we started getting better with it. So it's not a bad deck. It's actually got a better win percentage than the one I went Mythic on, but interesting. The best of one version was just to test it out. I would prefer to have a best of 3 of this, and this one is also best of 1. We'll trash that one. Okay, so as I play these new decks that I've just imported, this will start populating and showing the stats for the decks. You can go back here and look at the matchups, look at how you're doing in general, and why did my overall stats change? Oh, because I dumped the decks that I didn't do good with. That's kind of interesting. So now this shows that I'm a better Magic player than you ever thought. I'm currently a 53% win rate Magic player. So you just delete the decks that aren't looking good, and you will boost. So if we get rid of this one, our stats will boost even more. So you can do that if you're going for a job interview as a professional Magic player. Look how good I am. So only show the decks that you're winning with, and people will be impressed. If I get rid of all these, I would shoot up. But I don't want to do that, because I want to really see how those decks are performing. Okay, constructed, let's see what that does. Oh, it just tells us about the format, what's banned. It's a good tool, and again, you're importing your stats every time you launch. Your collection is updated. Let's see if that's true. Card stat. Oh, this is just in general. In-hand win rate. Wow, that's cool. So if you like data, you like to crunch the data, this is pretty cool. I thought there was a collections button. My collection. There we go. All right, you look at the My Collection tab and it'll tell you kind of where you are. Click to see set details of missing cards. You can craft 2 standard decks with your collection. Huh. Let's see what it's saying I can craft. I'm curious. View craftable deck. Lesnia Cat with a 36% win rate over 2,500 matches, and Orzhov Bats with 39%. All cards owned. I think I already have the Bat deck, to be honest. I don't think I have the Cat deck. I don't think I want to. I don't even know what format it is. Alright. Fine, I'll bring the Cat deck in. Anyways, as you can see, I just got back into Magic, so I missed the Final Fantasy push. I know there's a lot of good cards in it, but I just didn't have them. Otherwise, my collection, as I have come in and out of Magic the last few, that's pretty weak in comparison. Yes, I played a lot of Tarkir. I'm surprised. In Foundations, I was into it, I suppose. I didn't even play a single thing in this block. Yeah. My available wild cards, my vault progress, playset unique. What is this? All cards. So 59% collection. Wasn't half, I guess that's good. I don't know what all these formats are. What is this? Unique? Oh, okay. Playset. Oh, that's cool. Wow. So this is single cards, and this is 4 of each. Oh, and it's sorted by standard, huh? You can't sort by everything. Pioneer. Okay, so yeah, I get it now. You go back to see the sets that are. That's why I can build so many Pioneer decks, because that goes all the way back to Ixalan. Damn, 97% of rivals. That's wild. Now I know I played a lot of Amonkhet, so I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. I know I have Amonkhet, Kaladesh, Ace of Revolt. I played a ton of that. Why is it showing? Maybe they're not legal in Pioneer? I don't know what's going on. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be the case. Let's see if Historic changes that. Nope. Oh yeah, okay. Ixalan, there it is. Amonkhet though, this confuses me. I played a ton of Amonkhet. Why is it always in black? Is there another sorter that I missed? I'm so confused by that. Maybe it's broken for some reason. Well, at least it shows. This is just a good way to see what's in your collection, and it updates when you log in. from what I understand. Timeless. I missed these 2 anthologies. I don't know how I missed those, but I did. You have to pay for them, and I decided I wasn't going to pay them. 99.5% of the cards. I'm missing 1 card from the set. That's wild. I'm missing the 2 cards from the set. So insane. Oh well. Anyways, that's how that tool works. Just wanted to show you, and let's get to playing some Magic. We'll play some of these decks just to explore our new stuff. Is there anything anyone in chat would like me to play? Garlic, if you're still here, the standard best of 3 discard deck was based off of the list you gave me, but I had to change like 8 cards in it, so it became my own brew. So it's not worth giving credit to the original because it's a very different deck. I'm missing a lot of key cards, so I just improvised and made it, and I also did the same with the sideboard, but I liked the outcome. I'd hit Mythic last night if you weren't aware. I'm very excited about that. Made it. 87%er. I made the climb. I had to beat some crazy powerful decks. It was very much a struggle to get that last the last run into Mythic was like a battle up and down. At one point I was in tier 1 or Diamond 1, and I got beat down all the way to Diamond 4, and I was about to just give it up, and I said, okay, let's do this, and I switched to that mono black deck, and I didn't like shoot to the top, but it was steady, and I got there. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I don't have any reason to play hardcore now, but maybe when the next season flips, I'll play a little bit more ranked and see how the deck holds up. But there are some decks out there right now that are just wild, like so powerful. This red-green dragon thing, I think it was red-green. Yeah, red-green dragons, just absolutely things that just come out like the ramp and the big flying creatures, and then they come into play and they're doing 4 damage. They're sweeping my board. They're flying over the top for like 28 damage. It was wild. And then, yeah, lots of like just really powerful stuff that I didn't even have time to set up, I guess. And if I did beat them, I got lucky, but there's some cool stuff. Yeah, if you don't get in early, you're not going to get a high rank. But if you get in early, you can sit there. Even with rank decay, who cares? Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't even know. Even when I play casually, I almost always play ranked, but because once you, I guess what I like about that is once you get there, like once you're in Mythic, I could care less if I lose rank. I made Mythic, so I get my rewards at the end of the season. So I never feel stressed about playing in that format. And it's almost like even if you're playing unranked or casual, you're still seeing decks that are like, I don't know why people still go in with super competitive decks. Like you don't see a wider variety. I would expect to see a wider variety of interesting decks, but you don't. At least I don't. When I play unranked, I find it's the same competitive decks. And then I would say that's more frustrating for people that are new to play their, like there should be a place you could only play the pre-mades, like let new players enjoy the game of Magic against people with decks that are in the same vein. But once you put, and I know the matching algorithm is supposed to help that, but I don't think it works at all. I don't think the matchup algorithm is a thing. All right, so what are we going to play? That's the question right now. I have 3 alchemy decks now. No one plays alchemy, but I want to try it out. Let's just go down the line since we're here. All right, let's play every deck that I brought in 3 times, and then we can look at the stats over on Untapped to see how we do. The first one is Alchemy Bat. One in 10 chance of winning. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yep, I don't disagree. Hello. Enters tapped, enters tapped, enters tapped. My favorite kinds of lands. You, my friend, have a large deck. One of the largest I've seen. But there are always larger. What are you doing over here? Keys to the house. Land fixing. Alright, we've got Orzhov, some sort of Orzhov. Orzhov, what am I saying? Azorius. Rat Rogues. Okay. Camping operations power 2 or greater. Okay. Oh, look at that. Shrine is out. All that work for nothing. It's an instant, so I think we'll just attack in the air. And we'll use this as an instant. What's it's not in the air? Eek? What does that mean? Oh, they did? Oops. The bird wasn't in the air? Oh, because the ability? Yeah. Well, I'm glad they didn't block. There's nothing to decide. Just pick one of your characters. It dies, and we move on. Maybe they don't know. Okay. I see. Yep. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. A block here? Can't? Has a problem. A lot of problems, actually. Nice. The meat looker. That's fun. It's a lot of rooms. That is a lot of rooms. Too many rooms, in fact. Far too many. My liking? Oh, another land. Perfect. Exactly what I need. They had a turn or two, right? But it's all right. Right. Match 1 complete, or game 1 complete. This deck is fun to play. I liked what I saw. I liked what I saw. One land, 2 lands. Why not? We'll scry for more lands. That is not a land. Get out of here, cat. Guildgate. Maybe I should build a gate deck. Oh boy, missed the land drop. Not cool. Not cool at all. Well, probably gonna lose this one. I couldn't get ahead and they've already got burned and I'm missing land drops. Everything is falling to pieces. Wow. Very violent. Very uncool. Oh boy, look at this. some cards. Seems good. Comes into play tap. The worst kind of land you could draw in this situation. Viewers. Oh my god. Why would you even do that? This thing has to go. Jeez. Ward 2. Good luck. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they just burn it? Yeah, I could do it. That was not a fun game. Too many missed land drops early, and then they just wrecked me with removal, and that was the end of that. Alright, last game with this alchemy deck. Comes into play. No creatures to take advantage of the life gain. Kind of a bummer. That card. Double authority. Okay. Let's see. We have the ability to kill this now. I think we have to. Immediately before it gets tougher. No, that's. Oh my god. All their big boys are coming out. Ouch. Johnny gets bigger, scarier. Card drawing. Okay, let's have to see if I kill this. I still can't do that now. Oh boy. Make it even bigger. Well, maybe this will help a little bit. You really don't want them to put out another creature, though, and they will, so this is going to be hard. I need to mortify big time. Big time. I enjoy life gain decks. I have the Angel one. I do have a best of one life gain deck, but I don't know if I own this card, sadly. I gotta eat it, right? No, I can't take that. As I feared, they have too many creatures. Man, this card, I almost never play this card too, because I always feel like it's such a bad card, and every time someone plays it on me, I am just so disappointed. I'm so sad. Oh my god. This makes me so sad. And it is not cool. But what do I do? Death Touch is the answer. Linden. Alright. Holy moly. Big old kitty cat. Haha, slowed him down. Okay, we can find a way to pull this out. We got this. We got this. Come on. This game is fun, but at the same time, it's stressful. I hope they don't draw the removal. You know they have some sort of way to get rid of this banishing light or some garbage. Oh, look at that. Damn. Now we're talking. Flying first strike. I need lifelink. I mean, this has lifelink, I guess. If I can get to 25 life and get double strike, ooh, that changes everything. Come on, let's do it. How often is tribute good? It's good 15% of the time. Ah! They did it. or if someone has intrusive thoughts and they just take their best creature out, like, oh man, click. I guess the Pride Mate goes. But yeah, at this point, I hate it. I want it out of my deck immediately. It must leave. I'd rather have a Hero's Downfall. Well, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Get it back in here, bunny. The bunions are back. Come on, I just need to get there. I just need to avoid all the Sheltered by Ghosts. Maybe this deck needs Sheltered by Ghosts instead of Tribute to Hunger garbage. They drew another. It's Sheltered, motherfucker. Sorry. So much for my family-friendly stream. But you got to be kidding me, right? Sheltered off the top, just ripping it. God damn you. Flying first strike. Why not Vigilance? Come on. If they drop another Sheltered, I will. Okay. Little flyer. Flying spacecraft, right? That's not good. 4, 5, 6, 7. They can easily power it, but it doesn't have. It has summoning sickness, so that's fine. That's fine. God, I hate this card so much right now. Why do I have this in the deck? We're gonna take this out. We're gonna adjust the deck because. You're powered up, that's fine. Sure, do your thing. Single copy of Day of Judgment. Just in case I get in this situation again. That is not the way to play Magic, but it makes me laugh. Did you attack too? Oh no, you did not attack. That's what the little arrow shows. Okay, 1 blocker. We'll lose the healer. And I get lifelink, baby. Just need to gain 1 life. Put a creature in. Oh, you're bigger. You're scarier. I like that. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Wait, what's your 35 gonna do? You don't fly, baby. 1 blocker. Does it have to be above? As long as, yeah, that's fine though. That's fine. That's totally fine. Watch. Sure, gain all your life. I don't care. Next. I'll gain 20 life, and I'll deal 20 damage. 99, baby. Double digits. Look at him. Look at me wreck him. Just a Vanguard, guys. It's so dumb. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. First strike, death touch. Yeah, wouldn't that be beautiful? You're giving me so many ideas for cards I'd rather have than the Tribute to Hunger. Yeah, he's probably laughing. I get it. Just I say he because it's my opponent, and all Magic players are males. But yeah, that's horrifying. Bring it on! Look at me at 28 life. However, I'm gonna lose all that cool stuff. You got another one. The top decks are insane. No, the Leonins will be the death of me. I'm 100% not winning this game. I can't imagine a way to win this game, but it's still fun. Still having a good time. Is this game 3? Yeah, because I got wrecked in game 2, and then game 3 I'm also getting wrecked. But it's not. I didn't get wrecked as bad as the last game, but I can handle it. It's okay. 152. Feel like I'm at the end of my rope. And I drew a land. Get him, boys. Hold on. Not over yet. That's so fun. I'm gonna block the bane of my existence. The Leonin. Good game. That was fun. No pips for game wins. Oh no. I know that. It's still I'm still playing 3 games with each deck just to see how they do. I got a card. Woo! I forgot that I had the quest open. All right, let's open a card. And let's make a change to that deck too. Oh, hold on. Packs. Edge of Eternities. What do we get? I've been getting really bad pulls, so I'm due for something cool, please. Ooh, Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. I'm sure that's a cool looking card. I'm sure it has some bearing. It seems like a good sideboard card, or maybe there's probably strategies that this is important. It looks cool. I like it. What do I get here? Come on, something big. That seems good, right? I think I've seen it played in some of these crazy green decks. Alright, I'll take it. Okay, before we do anything else, we are going back to our Bats deck that we just played. This deck is 1 and 2, and we are removing 2 Tribute to Hunger. Why is it even there? Again, I got this deck off of Untapped. Some of these numbers seem a little odd. Gain 2 life and +2. That I don't like that card. Let's just fix this deck in my vibes, because I don't love that. I don't love those either, but that's okay. Temple of Silence. Scry is better than. I'd rather Scry than do that. This gives me both colors, right? I feel like scrying helps this deck more than the regular Orzhov. What is it not? What? Oh, okay, hold on. Dang it. How many lands is that? I messed up. So let me go back. I get out and not save it? Did I screw up? Yeah, I screwed up. This is way better, too. That's way better. $25 land? That's probably not the start. It probably had 24, right? Game life, that's definitely a good one. 24, that's 25, that's 24 right there. Let's go with 23 lands. Lots of 3-drops though. Blech. Alright, 24 lands. Let's adjust this. Some of these cards are not my favorite. That's fun. This is fun. That's fun. Needs more Mortifies, I think. Needs more Nighthawk. I don't love the arena. Let's get rid of that. All these weird 2s and 3s. Not loving that. I don't even love this card. Get rid of that. Don't like that. There's so many better cards. How many creatures do I have? 24 creatures? Should I play those enchantments that always get me? Or whatever that thing is called? Authority of Consoles. I only own one. That's crazy. Killed by Ghost seems pretty solid, but so easy to kill creatures. It feels kind of good. I think too. I'm gonna sort by alchemy just to get more alchemy cards because I like alchemy cards. Let's do this. What do we have in the mythic rares? Nothing. Oh, nothing with life gain at least. Nope. I know. Any rares? perhaps? Non-dealing artifact creature, blah. Spectacle of Destruction. When one or more creatures die, put a wreck counter on this enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. If this enchantment has one or more wreck counters, remove a wreck counter from it and seek a non-land card. I like that, actually. Flying Double Team. Dinosaur. That seems cool. You cast a spell, target opponent drafts deck a card from the Razor Demon's spellbook. I don't like that. Darkstar Banisher? Bat Cleric? Of course this goes on the deck. Exile target non-land permanent with mana 3 less from opponent controls when your creature leaves the battlefield, except, hey, yeah, that sounds cool. I like that card. And then none of these hit the deck. Okay, cool. How many 2-drop creatures do I have? A reasonable amount. That's 4. Nah, not enough. Not enough to justify that. Yeah, that's fun. Those are fun. What else? What about uncommons? Creatures you control are flying. Avail 1. It only costs 2. That's neat. One damage to each opponent. I don't hate that card, but I don't love it. Nope. Food token, who cares? You weren't the starting player? So risky. Max speed at the beginning of combat in your turn. This land becomes a 2/2 construct. In addition to this other type, who cares? This is a possibility. Let's see. Exhaust. Conjure a card named Starfighter Pilot on the battlefield. Starcraft you control have. I don't have enough Starcraft in this deck, so let's say no to that one. And lastly, what are the commons? No commons. Alright, one more card. What is the one card we want in this deck? Let's look at the mythic rares available to us. Lots. Wow. Another Angelic Destiny. That's kind of a fun card. Treasure tokens. 4 life. Give Judgment. I would love that. Lyra. Just a random single Lyra. I kind of like it. All other angels. Nah, I don't have enough angels to support that. Smile at Death. Returns to 2 creature cards. Power 2 or less. Last Ride. That seems terrible. Sephiroth is maybe fun. Pact. Nah. Single copy of Liliana? Massacre Worm sounds like a bad idea. All graveyard battle under your control. That seems like a lot of fun. In those late games, I'm probably surviving. I have 24 land. That seems like a fun card. Regardless of how bad it probably is, it seems really fun. I'm down for it. Random Ugin. Why is this called Bats when it only has, well, maybe at one point it had more bats, but honestly, it's a bat deck? We're going to rename that for sure. There's one bat in the deck. That's so silly. Best of one life game? I don't know. Bats, cats, life, white, black. I don't know. Can't think of a good name for this silly deck. Cats, bunnies, and birds. Just that, I guess. All right. We played it. We modified it. Time to move to the next one. Timeless. Oh, no. Hold on. We're going to go back here to home. We're going to take, we're going to go into play. We're going to find a match. And we just played Alchemy. Now we're going to play Historic. What do we got in Historic? We've got Yo1 Red and my Fish Deck deck. Okay. I'm glad I labeled the deck because all of these decks are legal in Historic, but that doesn't mean they're built for Historic. So that's why I did the titles here, so it's easier to see what I'm going to play. Let's try this one. Three games, best of one, and then we'll make changes if we think we need to, and we will move on. So we're kind of tuning up these decks. Let's see. This is kind of fun though. It's a fun relief to play Magic for enjoyment rather than feeling frustrated and all the things that I don't like about Magic when I'm kind of trying to climb and mana isn't flowing and things are bad. It's definitely a game that can make you feel bad, and I'm really trying to get away from that that vibe because no one likes a miserable Magic player. Sometimes you just have to put it up. Sometimes you just gotta set it aside for a moment. Well, that's not fun. I don't count that, so we're gonna play again. I don't count that as victory. Our opponent just said, "Red, I'm out." And that's the way you do it. you get out of games that you don't want to play, if that you know you're going to be tilted by, or maybe you're a bad matchup, just leave and have fun. Make sure you're not getting tilted, or try your best. Magic will press your buttons. That fact. Well, it looks like there's an ad break going. So, are the ad breaks on the side now, or are they over the full screen? I don't remember how Twitch does them. I was in another stream and the ads came up without interrupting the stream. Is that something that happens for partners, or? I feel like it's definitely better than Thick Helm. Happy little pony. It's a blocker, babies. Just a blocker. Oh, nice. GG's. Xerxes. You play ranked, right? I meant to be playing ranked, but oh well. Alright, so I had one non-game. That was basically game one, so we'll get 2 more games to go. The King of Marshmallows. I feel like I've played this person before. It sounds like a familiar name. We'll see. Oh, what could this be? It might be, what is it then? Yep, equipment stuff. Giving runes. Oh my god, Shelter is such a good card. Does this completely shut down Trample? I don't remember. It's not. Another creature you control. Yeah, that's good. I mean, got another Shelter. Gosh, that card is my nemesis. The bane of my existence. That card is so good. Yeah. Lifelink, blah, blah, blah. Jeez. Board 2. Sure, you can get a card. Very nice. Good game. Alright, so win-loss. This last game is the important one. Of course, I had fun. Two shelters, and the game was over. That's how good that card is. 1-1. What are we working with? Some sort of a control stuff. Control things. That's fine. What do we do here? Not optimal, but we'll try this. I'd like to keep that to activate Spectacle, but my hand is not the best. Jesus, wow. That's the thing they did. Mono red deck really can't handle that very well. A 6/6 flyer on turn 2. My God. Sure, I'll be silly. Yeah, of course. The sorcery, that stuff. Let's see. Block it, you know you want to. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't resist the block. But I'm sure that isn't that's the best I can do. Is it enough? Probably not, but we're gonna keep fighting. Keep fighting, never give up, always find a way to win. It's possible in Magic the Gathering. They could have all lands, you never know. Of course, they don't. They just have another one. Seems fair. Seems like fair and amazing Magic. That's just silly. Silliness, I say. Pure silliness. Let's lure them into a non-block, right? I know I have tricks. I'll probably just eat this, or they'll block one of them with the face down, but they're not going to block with the Oculus because they fear me. They fear nothing. Respect. It's always the gaze. I thought they'd be afraid of my combat tricks or my burn, and they weren't, so that means they have plenty of answers or other... Yeah. God. Oh, boy. What? What? Oh, my God. My draws were crap. Dang, their deck wrecked me. I don't even really want to improve that deck. I didn't see enough of it, and I didn't see any cards that I hated. It just seems pretty basic. So we're gonna leave that deck alone. Let's go. We'll play one more. Ranked, and we did Alchemy. We did Historic. Well, we're gonna do Pioneer next. Best of 1 Pioneer ranked. We have a Phoenix deck and a Spirits deck. What do I want to play? Let's try Spirits first. Did I just play Pioneer, or no? I played Historic, right? Yeah. Alchemy, Historic, and now Pioneer. Okay. I've always enjoyed this archetype. Always enjoyed it. It's great. The elves are in effect. Best start you can have. Damn, I didn't hold the mana up. Ooh, I'm a bad player. Always hold the mana up to protect your thing, and I didn't. Sadly. I failed. Counter target instrument must place control of face extra X the creature's power. Okay. We're at 11. Ouch. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that a win? Very close to a win. How much mana do they have? They don't have 6 yet. They can drop 6. Damn. I draw a card too. Let's go for it. Don't drop the mana. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, they dropped the mana. God damn it. Pump it up. I guess I could have made it phase out. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize I could just do it on target creature, not target creature you control. That's kind of interesting. Flash blocker. Let's see. Spirit. I need 2 for that. Ah, I forgot about that. Boo, 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 boo. Does that work the way I think it works? If I phase it out, take it away from combat, when does phasing come back? Turns phase out anything attached to them, it chooses if they don't exist until the start of the controller's next turn. Okay. So you could phase it out. It doesn't matter if 3 damage is fine. So start of their next turn. Ah, I missed the elf. Oops. Oops. Oopsie. Ooh. Tough game. Tough game, tough game. But fun. Fun, fun, fun. All right, we're up 1 game. We have not budged. Oh! Nope. I heard a little clink, but it was not an uptick in my mythical status. Nor do I expect one. That's okay. More gold is nice. game number 2 with Spirits. I played that deck. I played this deck very well, even though I don't know it. It's been a long time, but I do feel like I have experience, and this style of deck is really my vibe. So I feel like I'm this deck feels good to play. So feels good to play. Don't be sorry. You're good. Did you have fun? What deck did you play? Or it's the double draft, is that the one? I had fun with that. I liked it. My deck had 2 rune-scarred demons in it, and it was insane. Because I would just get the other one. Late game, I would just get two 6/6 flyers out. Hard to deal with. But like that. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, guess they're done. I'll count that as a win. I was pushing hard, and they didn't like it. So it feels good to me. We're 2-0 in Pioneer. Okay, last Pioneer game. Mill, nice. That's awesome. That's cool. That sounds like a good strategy. That's fun. I think I'm going to take a little different strategy in this game. I guess it depends on their colors, but I think I'm going to get out the Phantoms rather than pump this up right away. Black, yeah. That seems like a better strategy. But they probably have removal just by the nature of black. The more creatures are better than pumping up one creature and wasting all that mana. In my opinion. Unless they have a board wipe, and then I'm super sad. Oh, look at that. I don't think I have any alternate art snow cupboards. This is Keldheim. Very nice. Solid. Too little, too late. We got him. Woo! Nice. All right, undefeated with Blue Pioneer. The only thing we have left is Timeless. Let me just look at the decks. I'm curious. Is anything I'm interested in playing? I have one Timeless deck. I'm not really interested in playing mono red right now, so I think we're done for the day. Next time we'll get into some of these new brawl decks that I've brought in and have some fun with that. But I got things to do, so I'm going to drop out of here. Thanks for being here once again. I'm Lord Greymoor, and I very much enjoyed our time together. On that note, it's time to leave. I love you all to death.